Hello everyone, you may call me Twilight Dusk, and this is Towns. This is an indie game that just recently came out on Steam Greenlight. I admittedly don't know a whole lot about the development process behind it, but I do know that on the Steam page, it lists two names as the developer instead of a group as the developer, which is pretty impressive to me. Before showing this to you guys, I have played through the tutorials that are available. However, there's still plenty that about the game that I am not directly experienced with. So in a certain sense, I'll be learning as I play here. Once I have a grasp on things, I may even go back and restart so I can do things maybe properly. In any event, though, the way this game works when you're actually playing it is you make a random map, either a standard map that's kind of like this terrain, or you can make deserts, jungles, snows, or mixture of various things. I'm just gonna go with a normal map for now. Let's see what kind of map we get out of this. I'll be right back once this is done doing. Okay, and we are back, and we have our starting area. So we have a river in the middle of things, we have a big lake over here. If we scroll up a little bit to look upwards, we can see that there's quite a bit of hilly terrain nearby. There's a jungle-ish area over here, it looks like. I guess I'll see how that works. All in all, it doesn't look half bad. So here is where my guys are. Currently I have time paused. You can pause the game as well as set it to one of 3 game speeds. This thing here is flashing because I paused the game, so that created a system message. These flash if there's alerts for certain types of messages, like if people are in combat or if there's something to do with the system, and suddenly my frame rate is absolutely dead. Give me a moment here. So, I have my starting area, there's hills around, there's my people, there's trees, there's animals, there's water, there's whatever that is, bird. So first order of business is finding a good place to set up shop, and honestly this area here, it does not look half bad for that. Looks like this stone is a bit getting in our way, but I can easily tell some people to mine that out, and I'll even get some stone to build stuff with out of that. In addition, I should probably have some people clear out these trees. Wood is a very valuable resource when you're getting started. Looks like they'll also be cutting down some of those jungle trees. I guess I'll see if those give more wood or something. And when I unpause the game, they will go to start preparing that. Look at him go. Oh dear, that's not good. There are, nasty things in the forest, in the jungle. Looks like my little civilians are managing to, take care of them, though, so I'm not gonna worry too much. Right, okay, so, now that we have trees cut down and stones mined, you see that there's little items that are showing up. So what I can do is I can tell my people that I want raw materials to be gathered over here. And any raw materials like wood and stone that they find, they'll bring it right here. And once I unpause the game, you will see that start to happen. Just carrying the logs over. Yay, he wins. Okay. I definitely want to assign someone to be a soldier then, so I can tell someone to go kill those things. Just first person on my menu. There should be a stone spear on the ground over there that one of those frog things dropped. Go equip it. And in the process of going to equip it, she should encounter the frog there and kill it. Hopefully. Looks like she's doing more damage to it than it is to her. However, I have other things I need to accomplish here. So, all sorts of stuff around. Definitely. So, I can tell my people to harvest things like this wild wheat over here, and then I can have them use that to start farming, which can be used to get a fairly steady food supply, which we are going to need eventually. I think there's also some radishes here in the jungle. Maybe I can have them gather those. Yep, I can have them gather those. Oh, I can also gather from these banana trees. Gathering bananas, I suppose. Alright, do your things, people. And keep beating up on frogs. So if I have a soldier, then I can set them onto patrol, which will make them go to wherever I put a patrol point. So if I tell my soldier, hey, go patrol over here, then she'll stay around that area, and any monsters will be destroyed. And it looks like one of my dudes got killed by that. Oh well, I guess I'll find out if that's a bad thing or not. The game's not paused right now. Right, so there's bananas and there's radishes. They're just kind of laying around because those do not count as raw materials. Those count as raw food, which requires a different stockpile. Raw food can, of course, be turned into cooked food through various things, which we will get to shortly. In fact, let me cut away for a minute, and when I'm ready to do something else that's interesting, I'll get back to recording. Okay, so as I mentioned before, we have this wheat that we've gathered here, and we can have my people start to farm it. First I need to make some till land, which they will go and do, and then once I have that, in a moment, that is, I can go to here and say plant wheat. I can say in those spots there, plant wheat, so they'll turn that wheat into wheat seeds and plant it there. And that will eventually grow into more wheat. Yay, wheat. Now, if we want to start, like, getting stuff built instead of just kind of scavenging around in the wilds, we need to start making some building areas. What I want to do is make a carpentry area. This will say that carpentry tools can be placed into this area. So that's just immediately designated. You have a different type of floor for different types of things. So like if I designate a masonry area, then it'll be like stone floor instead. And if I designate a baking area, and then it looks like that. This is all kind of temporary for now. Eventually I'll put these inside of buildings, but I kind of need these to start the building process, so catch-22 there. You gather that wheat in the meantime. So now we have these areas designated. The first thing I need to do is go to this menu over here and say build a carpentry bench. And I'll put 3 of them there. And so now some people who don't have anything better to do will gather wood, turn that wood into workbenches, and then place the workbenches down over there. And that allows us to create wood detailers, which allows us to make more things. So I am going to once again cut away for a minute because I'm sure it's not very enthralling to just watch me direct people to build some basic items for a little while. Immediately I realized that the wood detailer requires stone, not just wood. We have 1 piece of stone, so I could make 1 wood detailer right now. However, I also have stone in this mountainside here that I could get at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell some of my people, go mining. And I'm getting a bit of frame rate lag again. Right. And we'll dig away in there. And once they're done digging, they should bring the raw materials back. have more stone to work with. Obviously, I could dig up more stone in more areas, and obviously I'll be digging down deeper once the game gets going to get more resources. For now, this'll do, though. So, as I said before, I'll cut back once I'm done having my people build some things. And we're back, and as you can see, we have a bunch of little building things here. Carpentry benches, wood detailers, masonry benches for stonework, baker's tables, and baker's ovens. Once I have some more wheat, I can use these baker oven. Once I have some more wheat, what I can do with the wheat is grind it into flour, and then use flour and other things to make things. What exactly do I need for this again? I need 3 pieces of stone, a piece of wood, and a cow. And my people should just kind of gather what is necessary on their own, including getting to the cow down here. The hell is dying all over the place? A chicken wandered into a carnivorous plant, apparently. Okay, and there we go, a cow-powered mill. And when necessary, they should turn that wheat over there into flour using the mill. I can tell them that it's necessary by telling them, I want you to make me some food. I want you to make me some banana pie. What these buttons here do is the ones on the left say, I want you to make a certain amount of this object right now, and the ones on the right say, I want you to keep at least these many of that object available. So like if I have a big wheat farm and I have 20 people, I can say keep 20 pieces of bread available at all times. And if my stores of bread falls below 20, then more bread will be made, and otherwise nothing will be done to make more bread. So let's watch for a moment, shall we? I have the instruction that I want a banana pie. So someone put some flour into the mill. I've taken that flour to a bakery table. And a banana to the bakery table. And take that to the oven. And they have banana pie now. Now, having all these items strewn about the place is not exactly the most eye-catching, though. There is something we can do about that. In this same area here, if we go to containers, I can say build some raw materials barrels, some raw food barrels, and some prepared food barrels. I can also build containers for other types of objects, but all I want for now is barrels. So they have the wood to make those, so they should get right on that, and then get to storing the items away in their appropriate locations. I am low on wood again. I need to tell people to cut down more trees. Probably best not to have them get too close to that carnivorous plant. I don't like the looks of that thing. That giant jungle tree still just reduces down to 1 log. And now, instead of leaving things lying on the ground, what they should do is they should collect the things. I have some wheat that's grown here now. I can tell my people to harvest that manually, or again, much like I was doing with those other things, there should be a place where I can say keep a certain amount of wheat gathered. So, if possible, we'll try to keep at least 4 pieces of wheat gathered at a given time. Man, those carnivorous plants are hungry, apparently. They keep eating things. Well, they aren't carnivorous, I suppose. Now that I have these barrels made, though, these stockpiles here seem completely bigger than they need to be, so how about I cancel some of them? Alright, should be able to have something to get rid of a stockpile. Give me a moment while I try to figure this out. Okay, I found where it is. If you right-click on the stockpile, you can say destroy stockpile, and that'll make it go away. Now instead of having all of this, I can say stockpile raw materials, stockpile raw food, stockpile prepared food. Much more compact. So, I want to start making buildings, which is going to require a lot of building material. For my building material, most likely answer will probably be stone. I noticed that there's a bit of stone here that has more stone on top. I kind of want to see how the game will react if I just tell my guys to mine out all this stone here. What kind of physics will happen once the stone above no longer has stuff supporting it. I expect someone to die. Or the remaining stone can inexplicably stay in the air, Minecraft style. That also works, I suppose. Though it means I'm going to have to work a little bit harder to get at the higher up stuff. I kind of don't want it being there, just kind of floating there like it owns the place. So, if you want to make your people go upwards, what you have to do is you have to build some stairs. The game refers to them as ladders, but they're stairs. I suppose you can also make vertical ladders, but most of the cases what it calls a ladder is stairs. It just requires wood and stone to go up a floor. So let me build one. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I need to build this. The first one needs to be built there, I believe. So, the instruction to build it is there. Let's see what happens. I think that guy's working. Yep, there he is. Okay, now I believe that means he'll be able to reach that spot over here. So, if I assign that... Oh, it also looks like they can dig stuff out from below, so there's that as well. But yeah, they climb on top of the ladder to reach there. I want to get these last few. I'm going to need to get a little bit higher up, though. But that's fine, I don't really need it. I'll get rid of that, and the stone should... Oh, it looks like I need more barrels. Run out of barrel space. So, containers, get like... Give me 9 raw material barrels if you can. Fill up one for each of those spaces. People are being lazy. Need to get off the lazy bums. Did something else die? A rooster died. Where did a rooster die? Carnivorous plant. Never would have guessed. I also noticed that this map is pretty expansive compared to the area that I'm focusing on, although once I have all these basics out of the way and I start actually building up a town, then if it expands into a city, obviously I'll need some more space. Now, where is that barrel I requested? Do I need to... Okay, for the moment, I'm just going to make another big raw material stockpile. Hopefully that'll encourage them to actually get off their butts and do something. While I'm waiting for them to do that, how about I just explain how these tabs work. This tab here is general, tell people to do stuff, specific. This one is build specific things, and this one is automated production for things like telling people to keep a certain number of an item. However, normally they go away if you mouse over, but if you want to stay up, like if you want this to stay here because you're going to be doing a bunch of different tasks, you can click the tab there and it won't go away. So, that's how the UI works, basically. Up here, you can click on citizens to see every person, every soldier, heroes, which I haven't really gotten to yet. And you can also tell them to equip certain things once you start making weapons and armor and such. People are being sleepy in general. I should make some beds or something. Beds probably requires... Oh. Another one of those things. Okay, why are these not being chopped down? They are clearly designated for something to happen to them. One moment, maybe if I save and reload, then these will stop glitching out on me. Does not seem to have solved my trees refusing to be cut down problem. Oh well, just expand your cutting down area. Oh, well now they're cutting down these trees, so there's that at least. Looks like my person who's armed with a spear is up there on the front lines, so if something attacks, she'll be there. But nothing attacked. I have some more wood. Everything's fine. Let me check for a second. I can tell them to plant those blue radishes that I've gathered, and I can also tell them to plant banana trees, which may not be a bad idea. Both of these require that I plant them on jungle tiles, as you can see there, whereas the wheat requires to be on grass. So how about I get a farm going in this sort of cleared out jungle area? I'll make just some spots for trees to grow. I mean, look, I don't think there's like a specific distance you need between them, but just to make it look nice, I kind of want to keep a little bit of space between them. Having 9 planted trees there doesn't seem half bad. Okay, so they should till that grass, and then I can say, hey, plant trees here. I can harvest bananas from them, and I can chop them down for wood if I need to. So let's get ready to do that. Let's say... Oh yeah, I can only designate planting stuff in a single line. So... Oop. Plant stuff, plant stuff, plant stuff. Banana tree seedlings being planted. Oh, and they're finally using those barrels I made for raw materials as well. That's good. So there's a momentary glitch up there that got resolved when I reloaded the game. I got that stone there just because it's kind of right there. Right, so, now that I believe I can check how much materials I have. Bones, mud, where is stone? There's stone. I have 47 pieces of stone and no wood right now. So anything I want to make will have to be just stone. So, how about I just go ahead and start making a basic structure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say build some walls. Just build some basic stone walls. This room will make like a dormitory of some kind. Maybe it'll be like an entrance to something. In any case, they will take the stone, bring it to the masonry workbench, so this is limited in speed by the number of masonry benches you have, which is why I made 3 of them. And once they have it, they'll start constructing the wall like I designated. Yay, those banana trees are growing. I'm totally going to need more wood, though. Chop down trees. People who aren't building walls go chop down trees. I don't think there's any way to designate, hey, you specifically go chop down trees and you specifically stay back and build walls, but As long as you don't designate too much stuff to be done at once, it works out. I should also expand my farm here. Oh, what died now? Tree Keeper. I'm guessing there's something that was attacking me for chopping down those trees. Oh well, whatever it was, we killed it. The isometric view can make it a little bit difficult to tell exactly where you're dragging the mouse over at times, but you get used to it. Alright, and we have our basic little structure here. Just a bunch of walls. Obviously, we want to have more than just walls, though, so let's make these. Let's make a roof. Now, I'm not entirely clear on how roofs work, so I'm going to make some stairs up so that they can reach there, and then I'm just going to have to experiment for a minute, I guess. So I'll be back once I have something of an idea what I'm doing. Just a side note, apparently these banana trees grow really freaking quickly. Like, hasn't even been a minute since last time I cut away, and these three are already grown, and I can probably tell people to gather bananas off of them. Looks like. And I should take those bananas and plant them into the ground. And oh hey, there's another one of those things there. Oh no, it's killing my people. And now it's dead. Serves it right. Killing my people. I'm not exactly sure how you get more people, so I'm actually not sure how bad it is that some people have died already. Right, so I have stuff here. So I want to make a roof. I think that's under walls. Walls, decorative walls, other. Roofs. Stones, red coloring, wheat for thatched roofs. Well, let's see how that works. Yeah, I have zero amount of a clue how roofs work. Oh! Okay, so it looks like roofs need some kind of support under them. I wonder if now that there's those there, I could connect that roof. If I say, make a roof there. And the game's lagging like hell. Okay, so I just need to basically designate the sides first, and then I can get the roofs in the middle. So that's how building roofs works. Okay. Okay. They'll turn their stones into roofs, and what died? A pig and a badger. And slowly this roof shall come together. Also looks like, with the walls this low, they don't actually need to, use the stairs here to get rid of it, to get up there, so... I'm hoping it'll look a little bit less, not cohesive once I have the rest of this connected. I also vaguely wonder if there's a way to rotate the camera. Out of stone or something. Yep, I'm out of stone. You know what that means? More mining! just stone over here. If they can reach it. Looks like they can. I have no idea what they're trying to do. Like, not a single clue. I think some people got trapped there. Or something. Then let's see if there isn't some way I can build a bridge to get there or something. Maybe that's what these roads are for? No, definitely not. Maybe if I make some stone walls? Well, I guess I'll see what happens with that. And my people are being, well, unforgivably lazy right now. That, or maybe I just don't have enough stone. I still don't have enough stone after that. Well, I guess that's enough excitement for now. Join me next time, and I will see if I can't get, Juliana there, out of her Stone Island prison. Until next time, everyone.